Ryan Steinekert with Coach Cindy Stuart of the Rich Rebel volleyball team. Coach, another season just about to get underway. It's been underway with practice for a couple weeks for you now.
Yeah, another season. We've been trying to do some things in the summer and got to play a little bit, and then we've been going at it for 2 weeks, and we have our first tournament this weekend at Cokeville.
2 years ago, a state title. Last year, you lost to Penguich in the championship match, and you were a senior-heavy team. 6 players. All 6 of your main starters and contributors were seniors.
Yeah, we lost 6, and we really don't have anybody with any playing experience. Maybe Sydney Hatch a little on the front row, and McKenna got a little early in the year. So we're starting fresh completely, and we're young. We have 2 seniors, and they'll be back row specialists. And so we're looking at all, young setters, young hitters.
The young hitters, though, you mentioned that McKenna Stacy got some time last year. She's pretty athletic, and we saw Allie Wallenton on the basketball court quite a bit for the varsity team, so you do have some athletes.
Yeah, and Amaya Trineri, she jumps right out of the gym. She's coming on. So we've got good little athletes. They're little, that's a key word, Sydney's our tallest girl. She's about 5, maybe 5'10", and the rest of them are not very big, but McKenna and Amaya and Allie all jump well. So that's good. Dixie, a little freshman, she jumps out of the gym. So
do you expect to have some of those younger players contributing a lot to the varsity team this year?
Oh, yeah, they'll have to because our 2 seniors are, like I say, are back row players. So we'll have Ellie Brown, who's on the top of the ladder. She's playing really well. She and JC will vie for that setting position. And then we got 3 or 4 girls that's trying to get the swinging position. But what they have to do mostly is pass for us, so they can't hit. So we're looking at some passer diggers. That's huge.
This will be interesting. It seems like your setter position has been you've had it set for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we've always had that. And Andy and Kiera has been there forever. So Andy played 4 years, freshman through, and then Kiera. So, yeah, this is the first time we've really been looking for a setter. So we're looking hard at both of those and see how they can contribute. And they both played JV last year.
Your pool this Friday at Cokeville, you've got Evanston, Mountain View, and Preston, 4A and 3A teams from a different state. And that was the same pool last year. You guys did pretty well, I think, 2-1.
Yeah, no matter what pool you get in at that Cokeville tournament, they're going to be bigger than us except Cokeville. The rest of them are all big schools. And that's what we've always liked to do is just play up in competition. And I'd rather be beat and play hard and learn something than kill people.
How do you think the team will do this year? I mean, you're in your, I think, 29th year of coaching Rebel volleyball. You've got 15 state championships. You've been in the title game other times as well, or the title match. How do you feel like this team will do this year?
I really don't know. I'm really at a loss because I don't know who's going to step up. And they're all so even. We don't have a big gun. We don't have a standout like Julia last year. We've always had at least one outside hitter. So it really just depends on which one of these girls wants to step up. I really won't be able to tell you that until after the Cokeville, and then we're just going to have to take it game by game. I really don't know what I'm expecting.
High and outside has been your bread and butter at times. Do you think you'll have to go away from that without somebody standing out as the big outside swinger?
Yeah, right now our focus is to manage. None of them can kill it like Julia could or hitters pass. None of them have a gun for an arm. So we're going to have to manage and play smart volleyball. And we have a couple of kids that hit right. Sage Tingy, she's hitting right side pretty good. So I think that we'll be able to mix it up a little bit. Our middles are trying to hit corners out of the middle. So maybe we'll be able to mix it up and not just because we don't have an outside hitter that can terminate.
Your first match, Evanston, you had them. You were down 2. You were up on them 2-0 last year, and for that first match, you faced them, and then they came back and beat you. Do you know anything about them? Or are you getting ready for them this year?
I don't, but they'll be good. They have that. They have 2 or 3 good players that are back this year. And they're big. They were the tallest team we saw last year. Evanston was at that Cokeville tournament, and then Gillette and whoever else. They were all tall. So we've been here before. We have to just play some defense and get opportunities to swing.
Couple years ago, maybe it was last year, you told me they're just good ball players. Where are you guys on that level, fundamentals and volleyball skill? Yeah,
last year 6 girls were just good volleyball players, and these girls are not there yet. They just aren't, but we're getting there. They've really grown the last 2 weeks. Last Thursday's practice was so fun because they'd come so far in 2 weeks.
Anything else we should touch on, Coach?
No, we're excited for the season and hoping to have some good moments and have some fun and enjoy the season.
Coach Cindy Stewart of the Rich Rebels, thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend in Cokeville.
Thank you. You'll be there, I guess, huh?
We'll be there, yeah.